On Monday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced an intensification of economic measures against the Islamic Republic of Iran, invoking historical parallels to the Allied campaign against Nazi Germany. This announcement has prompted discussions among Iran analysts regarding the potential for these actions to accelerate political transformation in Iran and challenge the nearly half-century rule of its clerical leadership. Secretary Bessent's statements followed President Donald Trump's recent pledge to initiate what he described as an economic D-Day, targeting Iran's global financial networks. The campaign is designed to further stress Iran's already fragile economy, a move anticipated to have profound repercussions for the country's population of over 90 million, many of whom are already experiencing significant hardship amid soaring inflation and a precipitous decline in the national currency, the rial. Bessent articulated the strategy as a coordinated effort to sever all economic lifelines, maintaining what he characterized as a repressive regime in Tehran. He emphasized the objective of isolating the Iranian government financially, underscoring the administration's concerns regarding Iran's regional activities and ambitions, including its posture towards the United States and pursuit of advanced weapons capabilities. In the immediate aftermath of these announcements, Iran's currency reached historic lows, exacerbating existing economic pressures and fueling public discontent. Jonathan Haronoff, an observer of Iranian politics, suggested that while the precise timing of any resulting domestic upheaval remains uncertain, the persistent economic and social distress under autocratic rule is likely to generate renewed civic mobilization. Haronoff noted that the international community faces critical choices regarding substantive support for Iranians seeking reform, and questioned whether external actors would restrict their engagement with Tehran or offer tangible backing to domestic opposition. Another perspective was offered by Alireza Nader, who expressed doubt that intensified economic pressure alone would yield significant political change, citing the regime's demonstrated willingness to deploy force against protesters and the limited impact of external assurances to the Iranian populace. He contended that earlier movements such as woman, life, freedom represented notable opportunities for change, and that current geopolitical tensions may have disrupted grassroots momentum for reform. Jason Brodsky, policy director at United Against Nuclear Iran, observed that the current strategy distinguishes itself from past initiatives through its simultaneous application of economic and military measures, including unprecedented restrictions such as naval blockades and kinetic actions targeting critical infrastructure. Brodsky assessed that these factors have further weakened the regime's position and increased its vulnerability to both internal and external pressures, though he noted efforts by Tehran to deflect attention through regional escalation. Bini Sabti of the Institute for National Security Studies provided additional context, highlighting ongoing protests within Iran stemming from unresolved economic grievances, such as unpaid salaries among pensioners and military personnel. Drawing comparisons with previous waves of unrest that began with socioeconomic demands, Sabti speculated that continued or intensified external pressure could prompt renewed mobilization, contingent on the evolving relationship between the population and the state's security apparatus. In sum, the effectiveness and consequences of the United States' expanded economic policy towards Iran remain subject to debate. While some analysts emphasize the opportunity for domestic change catalyzed by socioeconomic distress, others caution that economic coercion alone may not suffice in confronting entrenched authoritarian structures. Given H.